friends. Okay, we're gonna do some makeup. I'm gonna do kind of a purpley look though, because I want to show you the shade of the month. If you are new to my page, I use and absolutely love a makeup called Seint. It is what like 80% of my makeup typically is, and it comes in this adorable palette. I like the big palettes, but I can also match you to a teeny tiny palette. So if you do want color matched to this makeup I'm going to show you, or any of the products that I'm using, just comment match, and it should be sent directly to you. I have my system set up so it does that. Hello from Oklahoma. Tell me where you guys are watching from. So I'm gonna showcase Lili. She's our shade of the month this month. So we feature a different, this year, we're featuring a different eyeshadow every single month. And it is Lili this month. So she's really pretty. You guys, this is the first quiet day. Like, it's almost too quiet in my house. I don't want to say that. Hi from California. Hello, Pennsylvania. But since I've been home from my trip, and my trip was obviously not quiet. Like, I was hanging out with my girlfriends the whole time. My husband and I are not good, like, let's have some alone time. We're like, we want to be with all of our friends. I'm from Florida. Hello from, oh, West England. So cool, you guys, from California. And then of course, since we've been home, we've had my son the last 2 days, and he just went back to daycare today. So this has like been the first day I've like had like no one talking to me all day. So I literally was just sitting in my bed for an hour and a half, eating a salad. Finally got my Rise and Vibe going. If you guys know nothing about that, you need to go watch my highlight bubble called Supplements. It's so good. Dublin in Michigan, hello. Okay, so I am going to start out with my tinted moisturizer. I did my skincare a few hours ago. And hello from South Florida. How warm is it there? I'm trying to think if I want to take my son, oh, and Palm Springs, on a trip next month. He keeps saying he wants to go on a trip. He's jealous mommy and daddy went on a trip. So I can't decide if we were going to go to like San Diego or Palm Springs or maybe Florida just for like a few days. I don't know. But then I get into this like, oh, I want to save money. And then I'm like, yeah, but we only live once. You know what I mean? AC is on. So I'm just evening out my skin tone and adding my SPF because I am going to go to softball today. So my best friend that actually owns the daycare that my son goes to, they go, and it's softball season for her oldest daughter. And so she always takes the kids, the boys, she only has boys at her daycare, like a couple boys. She always takes the boys to the softball games and they just love it. Anyway, so I'll be out in the sun, so I'm putting on my SPF and it just like evens out my skin tone. Isn't that so fabulous? It's gorgeous. San Diego is always beautiful. I know, and I haven't been back, I feel like, in a while. I don't know that I've been back since I was like 17. Anywho, okay. Here we go. I just evened out my skin tone. Oh, looks so much better. What are you guys up to today? Okay, so here's that tinted moisturizer. And again, if you want a link to that, just comment match and I'll send you the links to all of that stuff. Okay. Look at this beautiful, you'll be in San Diego in September. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty then. Do I have any recommendations for moisture spray you can apply like midday over your makeup? La Roche-Posay, I think that's how you say it, La Roche-Posay. They have one, like a misting spray, and it has moisture in it. There's another company, but that one I do actually use. So, okay, so this is the palette I'm going to use, you guys. Now, this looks like a lot of colors. Typically, you only would need like a dark color, a foundation color, a concealer color, and then like a lip and cheek. So you technically only need 4 colors, and I do only match you to that if you want a basic match. But I have all of these still from Mexico because I like to take all the options when I'm traveling, just because I like options. So I'm going to start out with my contour, and I am going to just chisel out my hairline and my cheekbones here. So I'm adding a little bit of contour, and I can color match you. I've been color matching for over 3 years now, like hundreds of thousands of women. So I get like a comment sometimes is, well, I just don't know. Can you actually match virtually? I'm like, yes, I can. That's how I do the majority of my matches. I don't really do in person anymore just because I don't have time. But that is how I do all my matching. And okay, so I am just putting this contour on with the detail brush here. I'm just flicking up, like tap and flick. So you should not be like swirling to blend, you should just be using like a tapping or a dabbing motion. I am using Astoria. Astoria is actually not my favorite contour on myself. So I actually prefer Cedar, but this is just, like I just had like a full tin of Astoria. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'll use that since I'll be darker, but I still not loving the color. I mean, it's fine. It's a fine color, but I just prefer Cedar over Astoria. Astoria is a little bit cooler, which is funny because Cedar is warmer than Astoria. But then I love like Ash, which is a really light contour when I'm in the summer. Yay, perfect. I usually get all color matches done within 24 hours. So I just kind of work on them throughout the day. Hello, you guys. Okay, so I have my contour on, and I'm just going to take the remnants of that and then go along my jawline here. And then I'm just going to pull it down. And so many people, you guys, are scared of creams because I know I was actually kind of a cream snob. I was like, ew, no, I'm not trying creams because my face was actually really oily before I joined Seint. And I just thought creams were gross. They're not. They're literally the best thing ever. And I was actually just more annoyed that I hadn't tried them sooner. Because I was using this like $50 bottle foundation that's like still really popular. And I just remember after having my son, my skin just looked so bad. Looked so dry, so dull. Okay, so I am just adding a little bit of brightening highlight. So this is what you would consider... Oh, you like to mix Cedar and Astoria. Ooh, that's a good idea. This is what you would consider kind of your concealer shade. So in our world, we call it a brightening highlight or an accent highlight. Because the point of Seint is to highlight and contour. We're highlighting and contouring the parts of our face that we want to bring attention to or create dimension with. So I'm just adding a little bit of this in the center of my face. And the reason I do that is because I want to draw attention to the center. We're drawing that forward because it's beautiful and light pulls things forward, okay? So now I'm going to go into, I think I need to mix a little bit of Sandy in Athens. I think this is, that might be Candlelit in Athens. And I'm going to go along the rest of my face where I don't have any color yet. And I'm just going to add it like right under my contour. Do you see how I'm not going up into my contour? I'm just adding it right up and like touching tushies with it. Don't, you guys, don't, okay? That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. Hi, you guys, hello. So I'm just bumping right up to the contour. I did kind of go into it a little bit there. And then I'm using, you guys, I'm tapping using the smallest amount. You do not need a ton of this cream. It is super pigmented. A little goes a long way. So that is like one of the things. If you are one of my customers and you're like, I don't know, maybe it looks like a little cakey or it doesn't actually feel like a second skin, you're absolutely using too much, okay? And that's what I did. I did that for like the first week. I was actually putting it on the same amount I would put on like my normal foundation, and I was like, why does this look kind of weird? And it just takes like a minute to get used to. It just takes you a minute to kind of figure out the like the amount that you want to put on your face. I typically like more of a full, like medium to full coverage, so I had to figure out how that worked for me. And actually the brush you uses makes a difference. So okay, so I have that. I have it like pretty light layer, like, so even though I like full coverage, it is still kind of like a light full coverage, you know what I mean? All right, now I'm gonna take, got to blend this. You guys might, I don't know what to do. My neighbor's dog always barks like all day long, to the point where he wakes up my son during his nap time. Like, we just hear him all day, and you would think that we would get used to it by now just because he does it all the time. But I have not gotten used to it, and it's like, I don't know, it's like just, it's kind of hard sometimes. And I don't want to be mean, but it's just like, you guys, come on. Your dog's always barking. It disturbs the neighborhood. I feel bad, but it's, yeah. Anyway, I know, and I feel bad, and they're nice people, but their fence is gated, and so it's like I wouldn't be able to even go up to their house and, you know, just say anything. But also I don't even know, like, what do you say? What do you say to something like that? Like, that's just like an awkward situation. Okay, so I go in with Bella bronzer now. Bronzer is totally optional. It is not an option for me. I have to have bronzer. If you are more fair skinned than me, then tan lines is a gorgeous option. People ask me about Palm. I don't like the Palm bronzer. I mean, maybe you use it and like it. I just have never really found a reason to use it. And Bella is just such a really pretty universal color. If you have super, super deep skin or just like super, super darker skin, like compared to me, Heat Waves is gorgeous. High Tide is beautiful. So we have some really pretty bronzers. Okay, so I just tap that color in right there. And then drag that down my neck a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go in with, I really want to use Jolene because she's so pretty, but we're going with a purple look today. So, I need to tap into my other palette. So here I have more purpley colors in my palette because I'm going to go with like a purpley look. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of grape. If you guys have grape from when she was available, you're so lucky. Grape is still hands down one of my very favorite colors. In fact, do you guys follow Mackenzie Fultz at all? Freedom Barbie is her like tag name or whatever. We were in Mexico and we were talking about how much we love, okay, yay! How much we love grape. And I was like, I know I should have ordered more last time because it's a limited edition. She's like, oh my gosh, I have like so many. I'll just send you some. So she sent me some. They're on their way. So I'm like, yes. She's so sweet. Yes, me too. I love her too. So I just tapped in watermelon and grape together. And it is such a gorgeous combo. I wore this combo on my lips like the whole time I was in Mexico, besides a couple times when I wore my long-lasting lipstick, and it's just such a pretty color. I'm actually gonna line my lips here. I'm going to line my lips. What is your guys' favorite lip and cheek? If you're a Seint user, what's your favorite lip and cheek? I love like springtime lip and cheeks. They're so pretty and vibrant. Okay, I say that literally every what's it called? Every season. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love fall. Oh my gosh, I love winter. And that's why I like having like different seasons, because like you get to change like your clothes and I don't know. You know what I mean? Okay. So I just lined with 502. This is my favorite lip liner. It's like the perfect nudie brown. But I'm going to add that grape. Oh, Summer Love is so good. Actually, did I bring Summer Love? No, I guess I didn't bring it with me. Okay. So I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to I'll use a color that you guys can get. This is Tropicana. So you guys can get Tropicana. Tropicana is one of my literal favorites. It is so gorgeous and so underrated. Like, we don't talk about it enough. It would be easier to tell you which ones I don't like. I know. I'm always like, oh, this is one of my favorites. And when people ask me for like my top 5, I'm like, well, these are my top 5 for this week. These are my top 5 for this week. These are the ones I'm reaching for. Okay, I'm gonna prime my eyes now because we're gonna do our pretty makeup look. Oh wait, hold please. Let's do illuminator. Okay, I'm gonna mix in. Since we're going with a purple look, I'm just gonna use this pink. The Celeste liner I used. You guys look at that. Is 502. It's like my favorite one. Okay, so now I gotta blend this in a little bit because I just did a little streak. Oh, just so good. So it just kind of like purples that up a little bit. I love it. Okay, add a little here, little here. All right, now we have to do our eyes. Oh, do you guys remember me telling you yesterday about the best loose powder ever was gonna be back in stock today? It's literally in stock. I was worried it sold out earlier. Someone goes, oh my gosh, I think it sold out. It came out of my cart. And then she's like, oh wait, no, it's okay. So, last time it sold out in half a day. So if you have had your eye on this, pop up to my profile and go to my favorites, my Celeste favorites, and go get this powder. Because I don't know how long she'll be in stock. Okay, so I'm just going to prime my eyes with my main highlight here. Yes, you want to order it for sure. Actually, I think I have it linked. If you just say match, I think I have my system set up that it'll just send you, it'll actually send you the direct link. So you can just do that and then it'll be popped into your inbox when I'm done. Okay, and then what I do is I always set with a powder. So I do not go into my eyeshadow unless I have set my main highlight with a powder. And this is that Celeste powder. And I'm going to just tap it in. Okay, this isn't a big enough thing here. This isn't big enough. It's because I can't find my, you guys, it's fine. I can't find my little like triangle sponge. Okay, so I'm just setting it. And it's just so smooth and buttery. And people ask me, does it settle in fine lines and wrinkles? Here's the thing. Any powder is going to settle in your fine lines and wrinkles if you do not take out the excess product before setting. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So right here, do you see that excess product right there? Okay. I have to take that out with a sponge or dab it in with my finger, whatever it may be, and then immediately set that area. Okay. So if you are setting your makeup before you take out any of the excess product, where our makeup typically tends to gather makeup, crow's feet, these lines right here, under eyes, it will crease it. And that's just for anyone, whether you're 70, whether you're 17, that will absolutely happen if you do not take out that excess product. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay. We are going to start it. So Lili is a fun shade, but she can be a funky shade. And something I was playing around with, was it last week or the week before, was adding it on top of my lipstick. Look, it gives it like this lilac color. It's so stunning. I was also placing it on top of my blush, but since I already did my illuminator, I'm not gonna do that. And it gives it a lilac feel. It is gorgeous. This is not a color I like to use personally as my crease color. Now, it does work for a crease color. I just don't like that on me because it's a little too purple. However, what's funny is when I was younger, that was literally one of my favorite colors. It was by L'Oreal. And it came with that like little like dope applicator sponge thing. You know what I'm talking about? And I just used to wear it all over my eyes. So I'm going to go in with Dream. This was our shade of the month last month. You cannot get it anymore. She actually sold out before the month was even over. So I really hope Seint brings it back. It is hands down my very favorite transition shade I've ever used. And it's really pretty in my eyebrows. So I like it. So I'm just adding Dream. I like to add like a brown or really neutral color first in my crease before I start working with some like brighter or purpley colors. So now I'm going to go in with Lili. Okay. And she is very pretty, very light. And I am sweeping it now into my crease and on my eye, like my whole eye here. Another really pretty way to use Lili, which I did do, was I added some like eggplant colored eyeliner underneath my eyes. And then I put Lili right on top of it. So it was like a lilac under eye eyeliner. It was really, really gorgeous. I think I did it. Yeah, I did it like 2 weeks ago. Maybe I'll post it in my stories, but I actually don't know where that eyeliner is. I don't know where it's at. Okay, but do you see how it kind of plays down the brightness of that color when you start with a brown or neutral shade first? It just like tones it down a little bit so it's not so wha-bam. Okay, so gorgeous. Okay, let's go on here. And I'm going to go into Revival, which is this purpley color. We have a color that I can't promise is going to come out. I don't know why it wouldn't. For one of our shades of the month, and it's called, thank you so much. That was so sweet, Marie. It's called Eternal, and it would take place of my Revival. It is gorgeous. It's like a little less purpley. It has a little bit more brown to it, but it's got this like purple feel. So I'm just popping this Revival color and tapping it on the outer corner. Okay, remember how I said earlier with your makeup, you're not trying to swirl everything? That's kind of the same thing with this darker color. You want to tap it in first and tap it in to place it where you want it. And as soon as you have it tapped in, and you have the majority of your color on your eyes, then you're going to flip to a fluffier side of a brush, and then you're going to kind of just move those colors around to make sure you diffuse any like harsh lines. And when I say diffuse, I just mean like make them softer, so it looks like a little bit less harsh. Some people like that really intense like outer corner look, and you can totally do that. So if you like that, I would not use the fluffy side of the brush to kind of blend it in. I would keep it how it is. So that's that so far. And then we're going to add, I'm trying to decide what color I want to add here. Let's do Starlit Illuminator. But some other pretty colors for your eyelid with Lily would be Soulmate, Angel's Landing, Photoshop Illuminator, Drift, eyeshadow. I feel like any of those colors would look really pretty. So I'm doing Starlit Illuminator because we're just gonna go big or go home. And it kind of makes Lily pop a little bit more, I feel like. And I already kind of have that illuminator effect going on, you know. I'm just gonna be a disco unicorn when I get out of here. When I go pick up my son. He'll say sometimes, like when I have like a lot of illuminator on my cheeks, he's like, Mommy, your cheeks are shiny. Okay, now I'm going to add, I think I want to add a little bit, well, hold on, hold please. So you guys, like, it's not perfection. You just kind of have to add a little bit more if you want. Adding more later is better than having to take some out. So what was on the remnants of the small side of that makeup brush, I'm just going to kind of smudge underneath my eyes. I'm getting my eyebrows touched up tomorrow. I'm so happy. So happy. Because she's going to fix that little guy that I messed up. And then I actually think I'm going to have her go like a little bit bolder and pull the tails down a little bit more, just so because I still have to do a little bit with my eyebrows, and I just really don't want to. I really don't want to add much of anything. So, hi you guys! So I'm just adding a little of this like this. And actually, you guys, I think I need to add kind of some liner on top. I think this color needs a little liner on top, like some top liner. So I'm using the NYX Micro Pencil. A lot of people ask, like, yeah, like what pencil I use. I use this one. The Benefit one is really good. Celeste has one that has a very fine tip. Because those micro pencils are like how you kind of get that more natural look. You know what I mean? So I like these. And then which color am I using? I always get asked what color I'm using. What color is these? Taupe. I go back and forth between taupe and ash brown though. Just depends on the day. I'm going to be nice and glowy when I get out of here. When I get out of here, like I need to break out of my house. Okay. Okay, and the mascara I'm going to use is like a Benefit dupe. And it's only $15. It's so good. All right, I need some eyeliner on top. On top, y'all. What are we going to do here? Okay, we're going to do, don't make fun of me. I don't have anything to, oh yes I did. I had that right there. Don't do that. Just make sure you wet it with a, what is that? Setting spray. Okay, I'm going to go into Revival. And I'm just going to deepen my lash line. That way when I put on my mascara, Lexi, laugh at me. Just kidding. Laugh all you want. That way when I put on my mascara, my eyelashes look kind of like together as opposed to separated. Okay, so I'm using the line brush. And the trick is always to have like the wet brush. So use a setting spray, not your mouth. And I like to personally use like a dark chocolate if I'm doing this, or like a purple, if I'm doing any kind of eyeliner on top. It's just what I personally like to do. I don't even know if this is straight. Okay, we've got to do our mascara. So yeah, the eyeliner on top I feel like kind of plays into it a little bit better. And then, so this is the mascara. This is the Benefit dupe. It's this little silver tube. This is my second tube I've used. And if I'm not using Beyond mascara, this is the one I'm using. Okay. You guys, should I tell you a horror story about my mom? Well, it was her friend in high school. they used to go to their locker and like curl their lashes. And what my mom's friend, her lash curler chopped all of her lashes off one day on one side. I would die. I would die. I know, this is literally the best mascara. And it reminds me of the Benefit, I can't remember if it's the false lashes or the Bad Gal Bang, but the applicator is similar and the formula is similar. But, and I do like Benefit. Like, so this is no hate on Benefit, but I do feel like this mascara is like less clumpy than the Benefit one. I don't know. I need a heated curler. You know what? I think Lilac Street actually sent me one. I actually think it's down there in that basket that's right beside me. I need to look. Lost all of her lashes in her curler. Yes. Isn't that crazy? I would die. I would die. Okay, so the thing I like about this mascara, and again, if you say match, like the link will pull up to send this to you. The thing I like about it is it grabs every single lash and still gives you like volume, even though this is like supposed to be like a lengthening mascara. You'll never go back to the crazy crimp. Okay, so if I don't have one from Lilac Street, I'll have to do it. This mascara is the False Lashes one by Celeste. It's the go. It's literally $15. It's almost half the price of the Benefit one, because I think the Benefit one is like $29 or something crazy. And this is only my second one. Why did I go through this one? Oh, it's because I lost my other one. I don't know where my other one went. So I just now opened this one up before I left to Mexico. And here's the thing, you guys, I have not been wearing false lashes. Like my Lilac Street lashes, even though I love them. But I just don't feel like my eyelashes grow at the same capacity when I'm wearing my lashes. So I feel like they're like shorter from having lashes on last week. And no, like my false lashes don't pull them off. I just feel like they don't like grow at the same rate when I have lashes on, you know what I mean? But I do love the Hollywood Lilac Street lashes. Everyone always asks. So that's 2 coats. And this is a lengthening mascara, and it literally also volumizes. So it's kind of wild. And then that's it, you guys. That is the like purpley makeup look using Lili. And Lily's really pretty on the cheeks too. Oh no, I didn't use the setting powder. Oh my gosh. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, this is the one that I told you guys about. Right? This is the one I rave about all the time. And I still can't find my dang sponge. Okay, it does come with a sponge, but I don't like those kind of sponges. Oh, I'll just use my beauty blender. But I do have a little triangle sponge I like to use. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys, look how much comes in here, okay? So much. You hardly need anything. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to dip in there, okay? Comes out. You need to like roll it on the back of your hand, because when I say you hardly need anything, you hardly need anything. Like, this is one of those powders that you barely, like, you need the smallest amount for it to do the best job. And I'm going to tell you guys a story, and I don't want you to yell at me, but I was so tired last night. Yeah, this thing is full, and I've had it for how many months? Like this will last me so long. I was so tired last night, I fell asleep. I actually think I fell asleep with the lamp on, so I didn't wash my makeup off. Oops. I used this powder and a setting spray yesterday. I woke up this morning, none of my makeup had moved. Not a single thing had moved. So it does stand up to the test for sure. Okay, and then you just dust away the extra. And that's how you use it. And I get asked if it's good for mature skin. A lot of my mature skin clients love it. The trick is, though, to use very little. You don't need a lot. You just need it to set your makeup in the areas that it moves more, okay? So as you noticed, I did not place my setting powder all over my whole face because I don't want it all over my whole face. But you can see where I placed it here. I placed it just in the areas that I get a little bit extra shine. So that is makeup, and if you use that powder, you probably don't need a setting spray at all. Like literally. If you live in a humid environment or you sweat, this is also going to be perfect for you. Or you're going on vacation in a hot environment, you need this. And this is for any makeup. So I like it over my Seint makeup. It's beautiful. I would actually use it just over my tinted moisturizer when I was in Mexico. It was perfect. So yeah, it's gonna sell out again. Literally, we sold it out. Y'all, you crazy kids sold it out last time. And then when it came back in, it was only in for a half a day. So that goes to show you. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you learned something today. I was feeling very teachery. If you just say match, if you just comment match, my mascara, the setting powder I used, the tinted moisturizer, that link will pop up for you. So I have 3 links for my automated system setup so that if you just comment match, everything will get sent to you and you can just pick and choose what you want. So, okay, I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. What's today? Wednesday? Have a wonderful Wednesday.